What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Benji. We are back balling. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe and follow me on social media platforms. Hoops HQ. You can follow me. It's Lil_Benji. We got some drama going on in the NBA. Doc Rivers has started off really bumpy with the Milwaukee Bucks, and JJ Reddick was on First Take, voicing, I guess, his displeasure about the situation. And we had players come to Doc's defense, including Patrick Beverley. He went online and said, Doc saved your career, started you when no one else wanted to, and you were tired, go on TV and say that. Interesting. Pat, my guy, I had a 4-year offer with a player option for the same money to be a starter for a different team. FOH. Get out of here, Patrick Beverley, with that saved my career stuff. People in the comments are crazy. JJ Reddick was an average player, couldn't even have had a great impact on the Clippers. As soon as you left that team, no one never heard of them. But he could talk crap about a Hall of Fame coach and give him an opportunity to play. You guys are casuals. Patrick Beverley, don't start being a casual. Now, of course, Austin Rivers came to the defense of his father. For some reason, ESPN decided that Austin Rivers should talk about it. Great drama, storyline. So here's what originally JJ Reddick said.
And for years.
What's the trend?
The trend is always making excuses. Doc, we get it. Taking over a team in the middle of the season is hard. It's hard. We get it. Just like getting traded in the middle of the season is hard for a player. We get it. But it's always an excuse. It's always throwing your team under the bus.
It did sound personal, though.
Memphis was playing G League guys and two-way guys. And then you look at his quotes over the weekend. Now he wants to take credit for the James Harden trade to the Clippers working out.
That one I didn't know anything about. But yes, they have had some bad losses. The Bucks have had some really bad losses recently.
He wants credit for that. There's never accountability with that guy. Well, there's never accountability. I've seen the
JJ almost got red in the face.
I have to chop it. I mean, first off, I don't feel responsible to take up for my dad. He's a grown man. He could do his own thing. But in this regard, I just simply don't agree with it. For someone who's not accountable, he seems to always be held responsible, considering he's the guy that's always fired when things don't go.
You can have responsibility and not take accountability.
Oh, right. He got fired in the bubble for a 3-1 lead versus the Denver Nuggets, which in half his team didn't want to be there. They had players saying that their mind wasn't there. He had guys leave. That happened. Then he gets fired for losing to a team that was favored over him, which was the Celtics last year. It seems
You blew 2 3-1 leads.
like he's always responsible. It's just strange coming from JJ.
I think Austin is conflating the fact that we give Doc Rivers such high praise and how people are so quickly and easily able to call him a Hall of Fame coach. And he's had mishaps happen that anyone else would be held to the fire for. You blew not one but 2 3-1 leads on multiple different teams. You've had some teams with some crazy stacked rosters from top to bottom. I mean, you had the original Big Three with the Boston Celtics. You got one championship out of them. You had in my opinion, one of the most talented teams top to bottom, the Clippers. Nothing. You had the Philadelphia 76ers with Embiid for MVP, Harden MVP, Maxey up and buddy superstar, Tobias Harris, etc., etc., etc. Nothing. Now you have the Bucks MVP, Giannis. Ridiculous. One of the game's probably best shooters ever, Dame Lillard. Crazy scorer, and you're 3-7 with a team that was just in the finals. Just won the championship the other year.
And I have some love for JJ. You're my dookie. You know that. You're my bro. I love you. It's just your best years were with the Clippers. I don't think he saved your career. I appreciate you, Pat. But I don't think it – I mean, this just seems a little bit weird. They're 3-7. Dame has missed most of those games. Middleton's missed a lot of those games. They haven't even had their full team yet. We'll see what happens. The pressure is there. They do have to perform. But in terms of accountability, like, what are we doing here? Your best years in the NBA were when you played for him in the Clippers.
I don't know what he's using as metrics to say best, because statistically, J.J. Redick's best years were not with the Clippers. he's had better years before the Clippers and after the Clippers. So, yeah, getting his career saved is a crazy take. And having his best years with the Clippers is also a crazy take. Maybe on national TV, I think he was someone that was televised more frequently because he was with Lob City. But statistically, his best years were not with the Clippers.
Let's not forget that. I don't know if there's like frustration there or there's tension there between you. I know a lot of times we had to sit you towards the end of the game due to defensive reasons, but you
That's
had
a shot.
your best years as a starter there, especially our whole system was drafted around you because you're a shooter. You're not a guy who can put the ball on the floor. You were a strictly shoot guy. You're not like Klay Thompson or Steph who could put the ball on the floor. You were a guy who could catch and shoot.
Klay Thompson.
You did it at a high level. Hell of a career, by the way. Big fan. But your best years were under him. It's just very ironic and kind of weird that you have this energy towards him in terms of him never, ever being accountable, considering he's always been responsible. That would be my response.
So I'm just pulling up the game log. Damian Lillard has definitely played plenty of recent games for the Bucks. But sure, he's probably missed a few. Right. I think it's petty for ESPN to even bring Austin Rivers into this. Obviously, he's going to have a stake in the say one way or another about this because obviously it's his dad. He can also be incorrect because I guess it's his dad. Like I said, it's very easy to find statistically, like I said, Clippers, JJ Redick was consistent. 15, 16 points a game. But he's had 15-point per game games seasons prior to playing with them. And in less minutes has had some solid seasons. And after has had much more explosive offensive seasons in similar minutes outside of playing with the Clippers. So, at one point in his career, I think right before he retired, JJ Redick was in the playoffs every single season. So it's not like he was playing for bums. Easily enough, like I said, it is very easy for us to grab who actually had their best seasons in the NBA. Now, these Austin Rivers stats. With the Clippers, as you can see, he's had some of his best seasons, without a doubt. So, I don't know. Maybe there's some type of tension still between that team, probably because a lot of them believe that they should have one more. And I agree to that. But I think that there is someone's incorrect. And we can't slight JJ Redick like he was a nobody. I mean, the guy is top 20 in three-pointers all-time made list. So, had a great career at Duke and pretty solid NBA career. I don't know what we're doing here. It's because he's on TV. I also got to say he's probably one of the best analysts on TV as well. So, what do y'all think, man? Leave it in the comments below.